Oh, freedom. Freedom over me. Get in the mic before I be a slave. I'll be buried. Yes, I will. In my grave. Come on now. Let freedom. Let it ring. Let freedom ring in America.
Extraordinary events have the power to change humanity forever, and by celebrating that man's life and his sacrifice, for those who are yet struggling and yet dealing with oppression and challenges, it's a reminder that the dreamer, because of his dream, still lives, and if we embrace his message, his dream is able to work miracles in our own lives.
But not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia.
It is a pleasure to be here this morning to celebrate the life and legacy of a great man, Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr.
You saw Dr. King in person. Was he as dynamic in person as what we've seen? My generation, I've only seen him in video reels.
Yes, he was as dynamic in life as he is remembered today. It was quite a wonderful experience to say I was there.
Dr. King said, and I call him a prophet, as many of you do. He said, we are now needing to face the fact that we're in a moment when tomorrow has presented itself, and it is now today.
For me, I think it's the message of peace, love, healing. You had a person that struggled through such adversity and led a group to high heights. And I think that every year it's wonderful for us to remember the legacy that Dr. King taught all of us.
Not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia.
It's important because although we have come a long way, it is evident that we have a long way to go. So the dream continues, and we work together to try to make sure that there is equality for all people. So that's why it's so important to continue commemorating the work that Dr. King started.
What happens when hands resemble the oppressors?
When faith for peaceful change runs dry.
When the rain falls.
We forget their brokenness, forget their hopelessness, build our own brands of persecution, create divisions.
So woke, we remove ourselves from a dream once deferred. A vision often referred.
Refuse to acknowledge that inequality is everywhere.
That it is impossible to hide. It boasts in the crevices of privilege. Blares in the protests against itself.
Spirals us towards doom.
We need to work together, stand against supremacy, against white walls that trump progression. Resistance makes stronger, makes fertile. We grow from the concrete to revolutionize a nation.
We are trying to capture thoughts from folks who attend the MLK breakfast, and just tell us, what are your reflections of Dr. King?
You know, well, I grew up during the civil rights period, during the 60s, and what I actually remember from that time, not thinking about what I know today, is that he was a leader of the black community and trying to, get equal rights for people, black and white, and try to help move this nation forward.
Let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from.
When you have the opportunity to commemorate MLK Day, what do you do?
Normally I do a lot of in the community. I'll get out and try to do what I can with the homeless or whoever. But I just get out and try to enjoy his day. The breakfast being the beginning, then we do parades as well. And then we do some spiritual stuff at night, yes.
His story was one that, affected us all. It was a very positive story, one where nonviolence was the way to go. Peaceful protest for the right reason, has proven to be the way in which you bring about social change.
Every year, this breakfast serves as a refresher course for what it is that we're supposed to be doing every day in the name of the legacy of Dr. King. And that is work towards diversity, equity, and inclusion, ensuring that no one is at the margin, but that everyone has a place at the center. That is the goal, and that is why it's important every year to come back and celebrate his work.
Free love, let it ring out.